If your application for a temporary visa in New Zealand is declined while you're in the country, while you're holding an interim visa, what can you do? Well, the first thing you need to do is get advice as to whether a reconsideration request is appropriate. That's essentially where you send the application back to Immigration New Zealand, give them the reasons why you think the decision was wrong, and they can pass it to a different visa officer to be processed again. And then the second thing you need to consider is that you've got 21 days left on that interim visa, usually after your decline, in which you are lawful, but after that 21 days, you will become unlawful if you do not leave the country. So therefore, you need to consider very carefully whether you remain in New Zealand. Becoming unlawful is not advisable. But depending on the possible likely outcome of your reconsideration request, it may be the only appropriate solution, and that also takes into account whether you come from a country that you can easily travel back to, whether you have a visa waiver to enter New Zealand again later on, or even your personal circumstances. You have family and responsibilities in the country that mean you can't leave easily. Because fundamentally the key point is, while holding an interim visa, you cannot lodge any new application for a visa. It's not allowed. If you become unlawful and that reconsideration request is refused, you may have to consider about leaving or looking at Section 61, ministerial intervention. It's not a good situation. So as usual, my advice is to get advice and follow us for more tips and hints about New Zealand immigration.